Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Racers Driving League for Season 14. And here we are here, ladies and gentlemen, for the team draw. A brand new season of racing, on-track combat awaits us. But first, we've got to find out who is on what team. Completely randomly drawn based on the teammate pairings that were agreed on before the end of Season 13. And now we look forward to seeing who will be in which car for what should truly be an epic season of motorsport once again. So with that, I'm going to get started straight away with the first combination, PJ Khaled and the Huggy Bear. Let's see which team they are on. And it is Alfa Romeo. So PJ and Huggy, our first team, decided they will be driving the Alfa Romeo F1 team all-in machine for this brand new season. Very nice looking machine in its own right. Hopefully they'll drive them to some good results over the course of the season. And now moving on to team number 2, Che Oliver and Fugi Fergus, who drove for McLaren last season. Let's see where they are for this new season. And they'll be driving the Silver Arrow machine, the Mercedes AMG car, the W13. So hopefully that don't spell too much bad luck for them given how the car performed in real life. So, as I say, another nice looking car. So, that'll be Che Oliver and Fergus taking their place. Will we see a challenge mounted from those two? Did very well last season in the McLaren. Hopefully they'll be able to replicate those same results in the new car. So moving on to our next driver pairing, Zach Sherman and Ethaned 2005. Let's see where they are. And it's Aston Martin for Season 14. Zach Sherman and Ethan. Nah, wait, hang on. That's the wrong part of the script. Sorry. The Red Bull. The Red Bull they'll be driving for this season. Zach Sherman and Ethan in the Red Bull. And the horror for Zach Sherman is over. No longer will he have to drive the green machine. So near shock avoided because I read the wrong part of the script, so my bad there. So that's our third team decided. The car driven by the reigning world champion Max Verstappen and teammate Sergio Perez in the real life championship, the constructors winners. And with that, we'll press on to the fourth team, the fourth driver pairing, that being Alvar and Iwardi. And it's the Williams machine. The Williams machine, once again, for the first time, it's a driver pairing driving the same car as they did last season. A reminder that these are randomly drawn, so complete coincidence. But Alvar and Wardy. Alvar, who had a quite strong end to the season in Season 13 in this Williams machine. Hopefully he'll be able to drag it to some more good results. And Wardy joining him up there as well. So we're reaching the halfway stage now. We move on to our next driver pairing, Ericsson and Lycon, who drove the Aston Martin last season. Let's see what they've got. And it's the Haas F1 team car for Season 14 for Ericsson and Lycon. Very nice looking car. Decent results scored with it last season with PJ and Huggy, so hopefully this season these guys will be able to get some results with it as well. Haas have been doing decent the last few seasons in the RDL. And potentially that trend could continue with the driver Ericsson, who did win the final race of the season. Could he carry that momentum into the brand new season? I just have to wait and see on that. And pushing on to the next teammate pairing, Curtis and TJ. Let's, of course, they have to see what they get here. So bring it back into position. And it's Alpine for Season 14. The car driven by the reigning Constructors Champions. Their new lineup, Curtis and TJ. So, brilliant stuff from them there. Could they steer Alpine to a second consecutive Constructors' Championship in the RDL? I have to wait and see on that. And pushing on to the drivers who have just left that team, the reigning Constructors' Champion pairing of the two Salve drivers, Salve Landlord and Salve Blaze, the reigning Drivers' Champion. Now, let's see what car they will defend their title in. And it's the Aston Martin. The Green Machine now belongs to the reigning RDL champion pairing. And we wonder, will anyone be able to stop them this time around? Absolutely romped the Constructors last season and had a race almost purely between those two with last season's competition. Blaze winning the title in Brazil 2 rounds early. So we could be seeing the Green Machine on top in season 14 unless somebody can stop them. And now we push on to team number 8. We're nearing the last few teams in the lineup. So C110P Fan and BJ Van Leeuwen, who were in the AlphaTauri last season. What car are they in this time around? It's the McLaren, the papaya and black machine being driven by C110P Fan and BJ. Very consistent season for the pair of them last time around. Helped get AlphaTauri to second place in the Constructors' Championship after slipping one position from season 13. And C110P Fan came home in third place in the Drivers' Championship. If I've got that wrong, then let me know down in the chat. But could the McLaren be the car they push the Salves all the way this time? So no pressure to those two. Onto the penultimate pairing now. JB and Prolol. Just 2 teams left to be decided here. What car are they in? It's the AlphaTauri, the season 12 Constructors' Champions, now being driven by JB and Prolol. There is the car for you. I have to wait to see if AlphaTauri can keep up their good run. First and second in the Constructors in the previous 2 seasons. So will they drag themselves back up to the top and take another Constructors title? We'll have to wait and see. And that means that the final team is the Scuderia Ferrari machine. And that'll be driven the second time where our driver pairing is driving the same car as last season. Websy and Courtney Goblin will once again be combating in the Prancing Horse Machine. And could they be the ones to bring the trophy to Maranello? All the stories that remain to be seen in this brand new season of RDL action. So to remind you one last time for the lineup. So in the Mercedes it's Che Oliver and Fergus. In the Red Bull it's Zach Sherman and Ethan. In the Ferrari, Websy and Courtney Goblin. In the McLaren, C110P Fan and BJ Van Leeuwen. In the Alpine, it's Curtis and TJ. In the AlphaTauri, it's JB and Prolol. In the Aston Martin, it's the reigning champions, Salve Blaze and Salve Landlord. In the Williams, it's Alvar and Wardy. In the Alfa Romeo, it's PJ and Huggy Bear. And in the Haas, it's Ericsson and Lycon. So with that then, that marks the end of the teams draw for Season 14. Who will win? Who will lose? Who will find themselves crashed into a wall at Turn 1? We'll just have to wait and see. When we get going in a few weeks' time, it should be a very, very exciting season of Racers Driving League action once again. So thank you all so much for watching the team draw, and we shall see you for the opening round very soon. Goodbye.